Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Are you tired of hearing the same old best practices that supposedly guarantee marketing success and only to see minimal results? In this video, we are putting together an end to mindless copy-paste tactics. Stay with me till the end of this video for the next few minutes, and I'll show you exactly how to create your own growth-driven strategies for SaaS and tech marketing. Are you ready? Let's try straight in. Look at the term best practice, right? It sounds awesome. It promises a tried and true method for success. But here is the catch. These practices were developed in different contexts, maybe different audience, budget, persona, even tech stack, right? The times have changed after the pandemic and the ever intrusive digital, right? When you just copy another brand's funnel or email campaign without questioning, without customizing, that you are setting yourself up for mediocre results at best and complete failure at worst. So the real question is this: how do we adapt high-level industry insights into a tailored approach for your brand that speaks directly to your unique audience? Right? And this video is especially for mid-level marketers. So you have mastered the basics, right? Maybe you are running email sequences, retargeting campaigns, or even have a fantastic content strategy. But you are at the crossroads where you realize generic solutions aren't cutting in anymore. There's a whole world of advanced tactics, but you're not always sure which one actually apply to your business. Does that sound familiar? And that is exactly why we are going to bust the myth of universal best practice and help you create your own dynamic and data-driven playbook. And here's the plan. I call this the build framework, because you are not just following someone else's formula, you're building your own. It's made up of 5 steps. You first start with benchmarking it, understanding from your context, right? Your business, your models, your pricing, your target audience, your messaging, and all of that. And then you try to innovate on top of that. Launch it, and then iterate as you have a data-driven approach. So stay tuned, because each step helps you avoid the pitfall of blindly following best practice. Now, when I talk about benchmarking, right, look at the industry standards, but do it with a critical eye. Right? You are allowed to see what's working, what's not working, what's out there, right? The market data, competitor campaigns, even your internal historical data. But don't treat them as gospel. Right? That's just a starting point, right? If you notice the competitors' LinkedIn ads have a 3% click-through rate, that's not a law of nature. It's just a data point, right? Ask yourself: is their audience the same as yours, and are they targeting a different buyer persona? Same product maturity stage. Right? Benchmarking is about gathering context and not copying tactics. Right? And the second step in the build framework is understand. Right? Understand your own unique factors, your value proposition, your buyer journey, your product complexity. Right? Mid-level marketers often skip this because they assume that they already know their product. Right? But do you know your best acquisition channel? Are you clear on where your leads come from or where you lose them? right? What's happening in your pipeline, right? Where the leads are stuck, right? And this is where you do the work, right? Talk to your sales team, look at your own CRM data, analyze real-time feedback. Right? Understanding your unique scenario helps you say, okay, I see the best practice for email nurturing tickets, but my audience engage more in-app message or Slack community. That clarity is very powerful, right? So once you understand your environment, it's a kind of time to innovate. And I don't mean some huge elaborate stunt, right? Innovation can be as simple as tweaking an existing tactic to fit your audience better. Or let's say you combine two smaller tactics into a new new approach, right? And take a common best practice, offering, let's say, free trial, right? Everyone does it, but you are also dealing with a complex enterprise software. Assume that you're dealing with a complex software, right? A free trial might actually overwhelm your potential customers, right? And innovation could mean offering a guided trial with live training, right? Or a mini sandbox environment, so prospects can test out just one feature, which is very important, which kind of delivers an aha moment, right? And that's how you adapt, not adopt, right? And the third is really about or the fourth one actually, and the fourth one is the launch, right? You benchmark it, you understand it, you innovate, and then you launch. Now, when you launch, you have innovated a strategy that actually fits your audience, right? And you need to roll it out with precision, right? And launching isn't just flipping the on switch. It's about setting up KPIs and milestones, and you kind of decide in advance what does success look like after 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or 8 weeks. This is where mid-level marketers often get it wrong. They launch something, it runs, but they never establish a data checkpoint, right? That tell them if it's failing or. Now, the final step to this is the data drive. Your entire strategy must be fueled by feedback loops. That's the whole idea of data drive, right? Not just what you hope will happen. Monitor those KPIs, track user behaviors, and talk about or talk to the sales team, right? To see if the quality of leads have changed. And what's the beauty here, right? If something isn't working, you can pivot fast. So the entire idea is fail fast, right? You fail fast and then you fix it, and then you move forward, you fall forward, right? And data drive is about making your marketing a live or a living process, right? Data drive is about making your marketing a living process where you constantly test small changes, learn from them, and then iterate. Right? This is how you kind of refine your personal best practice over time, rather than copy pasting someone else's tactics or outdated, rather than relying on someone else's outdated format. Right? Imagine you launched a new website message, right? Sequence for sign up, and after 2 weeks your bounce rate is lower. Now that's good, but conversions are flat, right? And that's your data talking. Maybe your CTA is unclear, or the messaging does not resonate. You adapt quickly. No need to wait for a 6-month campaign to flop. And here I also want to talk a little bit about the pitfalls that mid-level marketers often face. The first is really over-reliance on templates. It's fine to use a template or for structure, but always personalize your copy, right? Personalize your copy, or offers, or even targeting. Now, second is data is often more than just click-through rate. Right? Sometimes a single piece of feedback from a prospect can reshape your approach. And the third one is, if you're worried about wasting time on iteration, think again. Iteration is where real learning happens, right? And that's the biggest mind shift, right? Stop asking, does this best practice work? Right? And start asking, how can I adapt this idea for my audience? Right? So here is a recap, right? The build framework, benchmark to gather context, don't just copy. Understand your unique product, audience, and data, right? I for innovate solutions that truly fit your market, right? And then launch, right? With very clear metrics and checkpoints with precision. And D for data drive, right? For your ongoing feedback loops and optimization. By following the build framework, you will create your own best practice, ones that actually work for your SaaS or tech business. And thank you very much for sticking around till the end. I hope you found value in this approach. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below about a best practice you once tried that totally flopped, right? I would love to hear about it, right? And if you want more in-depth strategies like this, check out the other videos on this channel. And then I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.